Hey, back in the shop with me today is my good buddy Jim Grundy from Grundy Worldwide Insurance. How you doing, Jim?
I'm doing great, Dennis, and it's nice to be here again.
Great to have you back, man. Now, I don't know if you've noticed this hasn't been the cheeriest year economically.
It's been a little tough, Dennis. It's a bad economy, and you know what? Now more than ever, it's time to insure those special assets.
Nothing like covering your assets, as they say. But I mean, I would imagine insurance is really important these times.
It certainly is. With all the rest of your portfolios dwindling, now it's the tangible assets that step up, and our insurance, certainly for collector cars, allows you to protect them with agreed value coverage.
Which has always been, the important thing with your insurance.
That's the hallmark of our program, Dennis. And what agreed value says is, if you insure the car for, say, $30,000 and it's lost or stolen, that's what you get paid. And let's talk about that $30,000 number quickly. Insurance to value backs up the agreed value.
What's insurance to value?
We've seen so many people over the years that insure their cars for less than they're actually worth because they think, oh, I can fix a fender, something like that. But you know what? In a tough economy, thefts are up. We don't want cars disappearing and people getting less than a full settlement. So we help them and we encourage them to insure the full value of their car.
Well, before I met you, I actually had all my cars insured just through regular insurance, and I was astounded how expensive that was relative to Grundy Insurance.
You'd be amazed, Dennis. Even with agreed value and insuring a car to its full value, which you wouldn't get from a regular insurance company, our rates are still 20 to 30% of standard insurance companies.
It's just amazing. Let's talk about what some of those amounts would be.
Real cars.
Real cars. Here's one. I mean, beautiful Camaro SS, gorgeous car, convertible. Let's, for the sake of argument, say it's a $30,000 car.
$30,000 high-performance Camaro. About $195 a year you can insure that car.
Which is just incredible. Now, I couldn't stuff too many cars in the shop here, but I got some pictures. I'm out and about. I see all sorts of cars.
Sure.
Let's talk about one I saw here. Beautiful.
Look at that Invicta.
60 Buick Invicta land yacht.
Yeah.
Now, nice car.
Those big flat fins.
Unrestored, original car, but original paint's a little bit faded here and there, rough in the interior.
But even as a driver, Dennis, that car's worth $20,000.
Oh yeah. So what would it cost me to insure that?
$165 a year.
Full
coverage. That's with liability, medical, uninsured motorist, comprehensive collision, zero deductible. Full coverage, $165
All right, let's take it up a notch. Here's a gorgeous Merc Woody.
Look at that Woody.
50
and Woodies are hot.
They are hot. And again, it's always tough to peg the value, but let's say that car is 60 grand.
60 grand, that's a big asset to insure. You wouldn't want to lose it. You wouldn't want to buy standard insurance on that because they'd never know what to do with it if you had a claim. With us, insuring a $60,000 Woody like that, just about $400 a year. Which is still less than you'd pay just for basic liability from a standard company.
All right, but now let's go for the big banana. Look at this baby. I was at a show.
Look at that Vicky.
This car was just the best of the best in every way.
Dennis, that's a $250,000 car.
Absolutely, all of it. So let's say it is. Do you do cars that?
We do cars that valuable and more. But when you get into that range, it's like insuring your home.
Yeah.
It's a primary asset to most people. Maybe not the guy that owns that car, but to the rest of us.
Would be to me.
You can insure a $250,000 car with us for a little more than $1,000, but less than $1,100 a year.
Which again, it's just incredible.
It's a $250,000 settlement if it were stolen, Dennis, and that happened to us this year.
And you guys actually have the highest claim settlement satisfaction in the biz, almost.
We're very proud of that, Dennis, and we monitor it constantly. I personally monitor that because we want our customers very happy when they have a claim.
Well, it really, collector car insurance, Grundy Worldwide, is really peace of mind, right?
That's what it's all about. Driving your old car with no worries and peace of mind.
You just got to love that, don't you? Well, hey, if you want to learn anything more about Grundy Worldwide Collector Car Insurance or the values on any of these great cars we talked about, log on to myclassiccar.com. Now, that Vicky, that's a car I would probably have to live in if I owned it.
For classic performance products, cruise over to the Speed Shop Mall at EggeSpeedShop.com.